Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, are American children the pickiest eaters of all time?
Also, what's a good grandma hobby?
All that and more on the way next. The U.S. government has reached a deal with the devil. I mean, Live Nation. 8772 Radio U. You might remember, literally, the United States Department of Justice was suing Live Nation.
Yes.
And its subsidiary, Ticketmaster.
Right.
For, it was an antitrust lawsuit, basically claiming it had a monopoly over the live event industry.
Right.
And somehow, in a lawsuit like that, where it's like, you have a monopoly, and they're like, no, we don't. Somehow they reached a settlement. I don't know what... Like, you can't both be right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the Department of Justice is limited to the law in which they must enforce. And believe me this, Live Nation has a lot of expensive lawyers that are going to be working real hard to make sure that they don't lose any of their money.
Yeah, this is... so what happens is that, like... Live Nation isn't guilty or however it will work, but they've agreed to some certain terms that aren't going to help the average everyday person like you or me that need to go to live events. I don't even know if we get any money out of this, but what is going to happen is Ticketmaster is now, they have to cap service fees at 15% at certain amphitheaters.
That's still really high.
Only 15%?
Only 50%. And also,
how will they stay in business?
At certain amphitheaters, so that means could be other places where it could still be astronomical.
Yeah, the other amphitheaters, because there's so many to choose from.
Right.
If there's...
Like, well,
hopefully there'll be two concerts at two different amphitheaters you can choose from, whichever one has the lower fee.
How is that even determined, like which ones get capped and which ones don't?
Well, here's the thing. I think this could be related. Live Nation also has to divest ownership or control of 13 amphitheaters.
Yeah, that was a big part of the Monopoly case, is because like, they owned actual events, like actual, venues.
They own the amphitheater, and that's the only amphitheater probably in the whole state, if not more, right?
Yeah.
That can hold these massive concerts, and then they can charge whatever fee they want. Because again, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to go to a different amphitheater somewhere? Nobody else has them.
Right. You're either just not going to go, or you're going to have to pay to go.
And also, Live Nation has to create a $280 million settlement fund to resolve claims and penalties.
So
I
there
guess
might be some money out of this.
That could potentially be the money that would go to the actual concert goers. But $280 million
with how
like
many people
compared.
They've ripped off.
Yeah.
Like, that's really not a lot of money. So, but I feel like we run into this problem anytime there's an antitrust lawsuit, a monopoly, that they are claiming as a monopoly. It just never seems to work out how I want it to, which is like, make sure the monopoly goes away and doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, the same law that has like the antitrust stuff written within it also has plenty of laws that defend businesses, which it should. That's a good thing. But Live Nation can pay for a lot of fancy lawyers to help use that law to make sure that they, get to keep as much of their business as they want. Yeah.
And the unfortunate part, or what's troubling about this one, is compared to other instances where there may or may not have been lawsuits involved or like hearings that were ever held, but like compared to other things where people are like, it's a monopoly. This is the most clear monopoly I can find in my life.
It's so obvious. I've felt like there's been plenty of opportunities with obvious ones, but this one truly is the most.
Yeah. Like, when was the last, go try to buy a ticket to anything, particularly a big event.
Yeah.
And see if it's not through Ticketmaster. It probably is. And if it's not, it's probably some like other lower known company that Live Nation also bought somehow.
Right. Like Live Nation has like a percentage of their stock or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mess, and I am really frustrated that it's not really solved. It does say that the DOJ gets to continue for at least another 8 years to monitor Live Nation.
Oh, thank goodness.
And their business practices.
Yeah.
But it's
because that's been working really well.
Right. Like at the end of the day, if Live Nation still gets to skirt out of this because they found some type of legal loophole, it's not helping the consumer.
There's also, it says, more than 24 states, so still literally half the country, is opposing the settlement and planning to continue pursuing the lawsuit.
Thank goodness. Keep pursuing this. Like, don't give up.
I want to know which states are the ones that are happy with this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be mad at them.
Yeah.
That American children, modern American children, the pickiest eaters in all of history.
Oh, yes.
It has to be true, right?
100% true.
That's basically the title of a new book from history professor Helen Zoe Velt.
Helen Zoe Velt. Imagine if your name was Helly.
Veit. That is a name in, what's the show? Not Succession, Severance.
Oh, Severance.
Yeah,
okay.
Helly's
I've never seen it, so.
Her book is called Picky, How American Children Became the Fussiest Eaters in History.
Wow. So she explains how it happened?
Yeah, she goes back through time to explain how we wound up where we are today, where kids will only eat mac and cheese and chicken nuggets, if you're lucky.
Yeah, seriously, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I know kids that don't eat any of that stuff.
Yeah. But, like, if you go back through time, I guess you don't have to be a genius to be able to figure out that obviously we didn't have mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Sure.
If you go back far enough. But like where she explains is like until like the 1800s-ish, children would have eaten like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have refrigeration.
Right.
And so like the stuff you had to do to just keep food fresh or like whatever was edible was what the kids had to eat.
Yeah.
And so that literally meant that like little children would be eating spicy relish, pickles, coffee.
Yeah.
Because that's what was available and you didn't really have a lot of other options as a child. You didn't know any better.
Right. Well, I was going to say growing up overseas, I never saw the type of pickiness that we see here in the United States. Mm-hmm. Like kids in Zambia and Africa are like very adventurous eaters, similar to their parents. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no like, I don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
Make me something else. There's nothing like that. So that really is like, I think maybe a phenomenon more overall in the West, not just America, but definitely it's very prominent in America.
Now, what I want to have explained, though, is like there's definitely parents, right, that try to get their kids to eat all the different foods.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, eat broccoli. And some kids it works.
Some kids definitely are adventurous.
But then there's me. And when I was a kid, my parents could try to get me to eat all kinds of things. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it.
Too stubborn.
And it's like you even know, and how as a kid do you know you're not going to like something before you even have ever had it?
Yeah.
But somehow I knew.
Yeah. So somehow you knew that you wouldn't want to try it.
So
I would always be willing to try stuff, but once I tried it, I would be like, nope. Like I'm out. So
once you have one bad experience too, as a child, then it's like there's definitely no chance you're getting me to try it again.
Yeah, but I will say my parents never allowed us to do the thing of like all eating different meals. Mm-hmm. My mom made one meal. We all ate that meal together. There was no like, you're eating this, you're eating this, you're eating that. That happens a lot more. That's a lot more common now.
Yeah.
And so
now my mom would say it's not a restaurant.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is it's like, that's a lot of extra work.
It is. Yeah.
And I think it's good for your family to eat all of the same food. And I'm sure if you talked with parents that have to make different food for each kid, they would tell you they're frustrated.
Yeah. They're not doing it for fun.
They're not happy with that situation.
That's what's the difficult. Like, I really don't feel like there's a lot of parents that have picky eater kids where they make the different meals and they're like, this is what I want to do.
I love
they're
this.
Like, we tried.
Yeah.
We tried.
We wanted to make them this way.
And our child will starve to death rather than eat raw carrots.
Right.
Because that was me.
I know. It's so insane. But yeah, I know kids where it's just like their parents are literally like, my kids will not eat if I don't give in.
Yeah. But those kids are good negotiators.
Something.
You got to hand it to them, actually.
I mean, my mom would tell me I could go into the kitchen and make a sandwich myself if I wasn't going to eat dinner.
I would have done that. I would have done that.
Well, at least you would have eaten
Why
something.
didn't I put this power to better use when I was a child? We're one day into NFL free agency. What do you think has been the biggest move so far? 8772 Radio U, or use the talkback button in the new Radio U app. Allie, you've been following along. Your Browns have done not much of anything.
No, they haven't. I feel like there's been some big moves. I don't know. Was this a free agent situation with DJ Moore going to Buffalo, or was that a trade?
That was a trade,
okay.
Yeah.
Because that was a pretty big move by Buffalo.
That's, they needed a receiver.
Yeah.
They needed one. And interesting. I feel like the Bears trading him away, and they had their center retire. I feel like the Bears are primed, combined with like all of the moves that's happened so far.
For a fall.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a bad. I think they're going to bounce back to earth this year.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, by the way. Thank goodness.
I could see it for sure.
I do think after one day of NFL free agency, this is the prime time for almost everybody to like overreact and feel like their team made a really good move, unless you're the Browns or the Bengals too, where it just seems like people are leaving and you're not really getting much of anything good in return.
Because one of the biggest moves we saw was not during free agency, but it was with Max Crosby going to the Baltimore Ravens. So now poor Joe Burrow has to face Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, every single like multiple games a year, but with no offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow, get out of Cincinnati.
The Bengals are down bad right now.
He's going to be injured for the rest of his career.
Yeah, even the bad team they play still has Myles Garrett, so he still can't catch a break.
He cannot catch a break. He's going to get sacked left and right.
No wonder he can't stay healthy for a year.
Get out of there. Like, you are not going to stay healthy if you stay in Cincinnati. And would I love it for for a team in Ohio to have some success in the NFL? Absolutely. I would prefer for it to be my Browns. So maybe come to the Browns. I don't know. But you got to go somewhere else. It's not working in Cincy.
What about not necessarily a free agent move, but did you see Travis Kelce is coming back for another season?
I did not see that.
Which I feel like that was assumed after
how the season ended.
Yeah, there was so much speculation towards the end of the year. Oh, this could be his last game, but he never ever said that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if it was going to be his last game, like he probably would have
made a bigger deal about it.
Yeah, right. He would have probably indicated that. So instead, we get Travis Kelce for another year. The Chiefs also brought in Kenneth Walker from the Seahawks.
Yep.
They made some trades where they actually got rid of one of their cornerbacks, but I think that's so they can load up in the draft. So I feel like where the Bears are going to bounce back to earth, the Chiefs are going to do the opposite. They had their comeback to earth season last year.
Yeah.
But 2026, they're going to be a competitor again.
I agree. We'll see what happens with Mahomes. Do we know timeline as far as when he'll be back?
It should be like early. Like he'll play much more than half the season.
Okay, that's good. Because I wasn't sure how.
Maybe the first month, if things don't go well, he'll sit that out.
Okay, I wasn't sure how long it would take for him to come back, but my assumption was with Kelce, he would be back because the season didn't go as planned and Mahomes was injured. So he doesn't want to end on that note.
No, yeah. Can you blame him?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, he's still got some gas left in the tank.
At least for one more year.
Get refreshed after the off season, he'll be good to go.
Yeah.
In 2020 in the new season.
Yes.
You saw Tua the Dolphins cut him. So they're literally paying him like $100 million for the next 2 years to not play for them.
I know.
But he did wind up with the Falcons. So an interesting situation there.
Very interesting. And I feel like it's going to work for them in some way. Like I could see it happening where it's just going to sting the Dolphins and they're going to be like, why did we do this?
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Dolphins, I hope the best. I don't know if it's going to work out, but they brought in the Packers backup, Malik Willis.
Yeah.
So he's going to be presumably their starter for the next. He's got a 3-year contract. We'll see how long he sticks around. I hope the best for him.
Okay.
He was such a dog in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And I want him to do well. And I have nothing against the Dolphins, especially without Mike McDaniel.
I pretty much want
They basically become the junior Packers.
Yeah. I pretty much want every player to do well. Like I like to see players have some success and I don't like to see them fail unless it's like for the Steelers. But yeah.
But by the way, Steelers, we still don't know about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's right.
That's what we're waiting on.
Waiting on some news.
It's Fired or Hired on Radio U Morning. Share your advice for this fired or hired situation, 8772 Radio U, or with the talkback button in the new Radio U app. We have a guy who says, I've been working remotely for about a year now, and overall the job is pretty relaxed. Everyone communicates mostly through Slack and email, of course, so it's not like we interact face-to-face much. Last week, my boss put a meeting on my calendar called Communication Improvement Discussion.
Oh.
Which already seemed a little ominous. The meeting was at like 9:30 in the morning, so I figured it was probably about some project update or something I missed. But when the meeting started, he pulled up a few emails I had sent recently and said some people felt my tone was coming across, quote, a little blunt. The emails he showed were literally things like, hi, can you send the updated file when you get a chance? I'm doing finger quotes for Allie throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I know which is quoted and which is not.
And just checking if there's an update on this.
Seriously? This is blunt?
These are the blunt emails. That was it. At first, I honestly thought he was joking. Those seemed like completely normal emails to me. I wasn't being sarcastic or annoyed or anything. I was just asking for updates. Apparently, a couple people interpreted them as passive-aggressive.
What?
Which confused me because I genuinely had no idea they sounded that way. Then he suggested I try adding more exclamation points or emojis so the tone sounds friendlier.
No!
So now I'm sitting here writing emails like, hi, just checking in on this when you have a moment, smiley face with the rosy cheeks, which honestly feels kind of ridiculous. I get that tone is harder to read through text when everyone's remote, but now I'm weirdly self-conscious about every message I send.
Does this girl work with Sparkle?
Like I'll type something normal and then sit there thinking, does this sound rude somehow? Remote work is strange sometimes. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I didn't realize punctuation was such a big deal. What's the advice? It kind of feels more like venting than advice, but
yes, but we have personal stories
100%
with this in our own work environment.
I really identify with this guy.
Yes.
8772 Radio U. What are your suggestions to help this person cope with their the passive aggressive emails that they have been sending at work and the tone? What do they do?
Oh, man.
8772 Radio U, or use the talkback button in the Radio U app to let us know your thoughts. We are doing fired or hired. We have a person who says that they had to have a meeting at 9:30 a.m. for communication improvement discussion because they weren't putting exclamation points or emojis in their emails.
Man.
Literally, one of the emails was, hi, comma, can you send the updated file when you get a chance, question mark. That's the email. That came off as passive aggressive to some people.
That seems like a totally normal work email to me.
Pretty normal, not normal according to this person's boss. And so they've been instructed to add emojis and exclamation points. There wasn't really a question. It was just more of like venting. But 8772 Radio U, if you want to share any advice or just relate to this person. Regina says, do you work for an emoji company? Do you work at the exclamation point store?
Yeah, they're like, you're not using enough of our product.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We heard from William. He said, Buddy's overthinking it. If they can't handle a short and simple question, they're the ones with the problem. That's what I'm thinking, too. I'm like, why can't we have a meeting with the other employees that are thinking a simple question, simple work email is passive aggressive?
Yeah. And I mean, like, honestly, they've said they've adjusted their emails, but why not? You could just keep sending the emails the way you were, that you were comfortable with. What are they going? Are they going to fire you?
No.
Over not putting emojis in your emails?
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. I think they would just get used to your style of writing, because I've been told that sometimes I come across as like a blunt texter. Mm-hmm. I'll do the classic boomer thing of sending a thumbs up. Uh-huh. And for Gen Z, that's like the worst thing ever. A thumbs up means like you hate them or something. Uh-huh. And I didn't know that. And so I remember my friends were like, why are you texting so passive aggressively? Like, why are you mad with us? And I'm like, I'm not mad with you guys. Like, I genuinely thumbs up means for me, like, that's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And so you just have to get used to how people text and how people email. Everybody has a different style.
Yeah. Like the same thing happened to me. Sparkle, we text, set up stuff for the show, whatever. And I usually text the same way I write emails, which is like proper punctuation, but just like normal. And she's like, why are you mad at me?
You didn't put enough emojis in, Hudson.
Just because I used a period. Sorry. William says, those emails seem harmless. This is a different William.
Okay.
Those emails seem harmless and normal emails to send. For me at work, we use Microsoft Outlook, and there's a function where we can use AI in the mail app to help with the email. We have that too, Grammarly. But that just gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
But anyways, he says, I mostly use it to analyze the tone of the email. That could help. And if that doesn't work, then just call the coworkers if they need something. That could be do the voice to text thing.
Yeah.
Or not voice to text, voice note, like voice memo.
Voice memo, or like you could, I guess this person works remotely, so it'd have to be a voice memo because you can't go talk to them.
Yeah.
I think that's another layer to this because they probably don't know you very well. It's like the only interaction they get with you is just this random email with just like one line. And so they are just like, they've never even heard your tone of voice maybe. So they don't even know what you sound like.
Yeah.
So there's kind of some assumptions being made there that maybe wouldn't be there if you were working in the same office together.
Yeah, 100%.
We heard from Dylan. He said, the only thing I can say on this, if we had the same boss, I'd get in big trouble for all of my work emails. LOL. I like to keep it factual. However, it can seem very rude. Extra pleases and thank yous do help. Yeah.
So here's my advice.
Okay.
I think, one, there's the suggestion of keep sending the emails that you were sending. What are they going to do? Fire you over emojis? Probably not. But the reverse option is if you feel like you have to add exclamation points and emojis, make it a joke to yourself.
Oh.
Turn it into fun. If you're writing a short email that's, can you send the updated file? Put an emoji between every word. Like go over the top. Make it fun for yourself.
Then they might be thinking that you're making fun of them.
You are.
I don't know if you want to start that war.
I think those are your two options.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't go straight forward. And then if you have another email, you said you told me to put emojis in.
Oh, no. But then again, you start the battle, and I don't think you need to do that.
No, they started the battle.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, I don't think you should hit back. Like, just keep doing what you're doing and let them complain and whatever. You don't need to bend over backwards for them, and you also don't need to get aggressive with it, because that is getting aggressive.
It's just fun. Then you can have another meeting, and they'll be like, you are using too much emojis, which can you imagine them doing that? If they do that, quit.
Yeah.
If they do that, you don't want to be at this company.
I'm not convinced that this company's doing any legitimate work, considering they can have a meeting about this. Like, what are you guys doing?
The emails, literally, it's going to turn into Office Space. How many pieces of flair do I need to wear? What is the correct amount of... How many emojis do I need? What is the sweet spot of emojis for my emails?
Yeah, that's what I would ask for. I would be like, is there a quota? Is there a guideline? Well, you got to let me know.
If you ever have a fired or hired situation, email mornings@radiou.com. I've been watching all the Oscar movies.
Yeah.
I've watched at least parts of 9 out of 10 of the Best Picture nominees. Sorry, Sentimental Value. Haven't touched that one yet.
Okay.
But we still got a few days.
Yeah.
So Frankenstein, one of the movies that's up for Best Picture and a few other awards as well, that's on Netflix now.
Yes.
Frankenstein helped me have a little bit of a revelation while I was watching it.
Okay.
One of the big questions, why do bad things happen in the world? Particularly, if God is there, why are bad things happening?
Sure.
On Frankenstein, spoiler alert, Dr. Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein, he creates Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
It works.
It works.
He does it. It's alive.
Yep.
So this is not actually a spoiler, but like when Frankenstein is first, or when the monster, the creature they call it, is first created, he's kept chained up. He's kept chained up in the building because he's like learning. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
He's kept chained up the whole time. And this is my revelation. God made all of us, right?
Yeah.
He could keep us chained up. You can't really get into any trouble. You can't do anything bad if you're chained up. It's very difficult.
Sure.
Chained up, kept in a building, never able to interact with anybody else. No freedom of any kind.
Right.
If you have no freedom, you can't mess things up. You can only do what is given to you. But what God does is he's given us the freedom of choice. He's set us free. We're not chained up.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
Right.
But what comes with that is sometimes what people want is horrible things.
Yeah.
Sometimes people want to do bad stuff, and that can affect you.
Yeah.
And that is but here's the good news is that when that happens in your life, because it will happen, other people will do bad stuff to you. We probably, each and every one of us, are going to do some bad stuff too. But when you're facing the consequences of that, when you're experiencing that, there's also God who's saying, much better than Frankenstein, the doctor, God's like, I can help with that.
Yeah.
What, like, if you have good parents, I mean, it's kind of similar to like growing up when you're a baby, your parents don't really let you do much. You sit in a stroller.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah, you can't get into too much trouble because if they did set you free, you'd probably mess a bunch of stuff up. You'd probably electrocute yourself or something.
Maybe.
But eventually your parents give you more and more freedom. But even as you grow up, like literally as an adult, sometimes you can still go, hey, Mom, I need help. And she's like, here, I'll, pay for whatever it is or, whatever
help you out with this.
Yeah, they will do whatever they can.
Yeah.
That's how God is. He's giving you freedom. When you get in a tough situation, you can still go, hey, God, I need help. And he is always there to help.
He's 100% always there to help. And another good reminder is you don't have to wait for that moment of like, oh, wait, I've hit a wall. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great moment to ask God for help. But you can ask God for help 3 steps back before you end up in that corner, not sure where to go, not sure what to do. So that freedom gives you the option, gives you the choice to have a relationship with God. That's a choice that he is certainly hoping you will make today, hoping you will make for every day of your life, that you will have a relationship with God, you will love God, and you will make better decisions because of that.
Yeah, so find out. I mean, we're all experiencing freedom every single day. But find out what a different kind of freedom comes from having a relationship with God and knowing what comes with that. If you want to experience it, you can do it wherever you're at in a bad situation today, or things are going okay, but you're like, actually, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Say, hey, Jesus, I want you in my life. I want that help. Thank you for giving me the freedom to choose so that I don't have to be chained up all the time. If you want to know more, RadioU.com/free gift. Do you know anybody who's picked up a grandma hobby recently?
I have.
Not grandmas. I mean, like young people.
Yes. My sister, I know, she picked up like doing crochet and knitting. So that she could make stuff while she was like watching TV.
Oh, that's not exact. I mean, I guess that's kind of what the question was about.
Yeah.
Because the idea is apparently many other I don't know anybody who's done this, but many people that are younger are picking up quote unquote grandma hobbies or like olden time hobbies as a way to, you keep your hands busy.
Okay.
And your eyes busy so that you're not doom scrolling or, just staring at a screen all the time.
Yeah, that's a definitely a good thing to do and to try. And I feel like a lot of times people end up doom scrolling while they're watching TV.
Yeah.
So I think it's even a good thing, even if you do have a screen in front of you, to pick up a hobby like coloring or needlepoint or something so that you're not also looking at another screen while you have the TV on in the background.
Yeah. Then you can focus on whatever the show is.
Yeah. Or just not look at another screen.
Yeah. Some of the suggestions, like you said, crochet or needlepoint.
Yeah.
Is another one. Mahjong.
Oh, the Mahjong tiles.
Gardening.
Okay.
I like that. Getting
outside.
Out in the nature. Pottery.
Oh, okay.
And origami.
Oh, origami sounds fun.
I don't know if I could. So now is my next question. What grandma hobby should we pick up?
I mean, I already play pickleball.
Yeah, I guess that counts.
Yeah, I know a lot of grandmas that play that.
Yeah. I was thinking, the funny thing I was thinking about this is like most of these are like considered grandma hobbies now, but they're just old. Like before everybody was looking at phones.
Yeah.
Needlepoint was something that, and people of many ages, particularly probably women, but any age would do.
Yeah, they would teach very young girls how to do needlepoint, how to sew.
Yeah.
And so, these are just things that we have done like, for years.
In, what is it? Little Women, Little House on the Prairie, Anne of Green Gables, whatever those things are. Like the girls are stitching, right?
Yeah, they're doing lots of that stuff.
In all of those? Did I get that all right?
I don't know if they're all doing it in all of them, but there's
is.
There's certainly examples of it in those shows and movies and books.
What is Anne of Green Gables?
Anne of Green Gables is about a little orphan girl named Anne who gets adopted by a family.
And learns to stitch.
No, not quite.
Is it in the same time, though? Like, am I on the right track?
I think it's early 1900s.
Okay. Yeah, so I was right. I was on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, she's more tomboyish, so she does a lot of
gotcha.
But she helps with like farm chores and stuff.
Got it.
So, because they wanted to adopt a boy, but they ended up getting a little girl. They're going to take her back, and she's like, please don't take me back to the orphanage, and they don't. So
interesting. I probably should have read that in school, huh? Probably should have actually read it in school.
I love it, Anne of Green Gables. I wasn't required to read in school, but my mom had the whole set, and so we read the whole book set.
It's
and
a
then
set.
Yeah, and then we watched the movies with Megan Follows. Megan Follows. She's
Megan Fox.
Yeah. No. She's a Canadian actress with red hair. Dang it. I think it's Fellows.
Okay. So which one should I pick up?
Oh.
Let's circle back around. Which grandma hobby? Or some people are saying like blacksmithing.
Oh, a grandpa hobby.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever met a grandpa
I know
that does
a lot
that.
of grandpas that were missing a finger because of carpentry. So that makes me nervous about that.
Yeah, that's scary. Maybe golf.
Have you seen that video of the guy with the table saw and he starts pulling it? He goes around and starts pulling the wood towards himself and the table saw tips over. Have you seen this?
Oh, no. I haven't seen it and I don't want to see it.
It comes 1 inch from the crotch.
Oh, no.
He is lucky.
Yeah.
He is lucky.
Yeah, that's why I won't ever be seen using a blade.
Me too.
No
I
thanks.
can't do that.
Nope.
That video alone convinced me to not ever pick up a saw of any kind, except for my chainsaw. That is fun.
Also, it is Megan Fellows. And she's Canadian. I thought you would know her.
Wow.
Or Follows. It's Follows. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know every Canadian.
Yeah, but I thought you would know her.
It's a big country. There's a lot of Canadians.
I bet you if I show you a picture of her, you would know her. She's in a hockey movie. Multiple.
Which one?
Youngblood, I think.
Oh, yeah, they're remaking that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's probably in the remake.
Oh.
Because it's like new. It's a special honor here this morning. It's not just Hudson and Allie on RadioU Mornings. We have 3 special guests. Please welcome Battle of the Buzz champions, their new song, Hurricane Song, just added to the RadioU playlist as well. We've got the guys from DAMIAN.
Yay!
Good morning, DAMIAN.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Why don't the 3 of you, and I remember each of your names, but why don't you each introduce yourself and what you do in the band to everybody else?
All right. Yeah, I'm Jason. Vocals and guitar is what I play.
I'm Brendan, vocals, guitar, and some keys.
I'm Andrew, a bassist and some keys.
And some vocals.
Yeah.
He's being modest.
We love it.
All right. Let's start here. DAMIAN, you're new to us. I'm just going to refer to you in the
as a group?
collectively.
Yeah.
You're pretty new to us here on RadioU. We love your new song, Hurricane Song, but give us the backstory. I know you guys have been making music, I think, for a little bit. So what is the journey that led you to today having a song getting added to the RadioU playlist?
Yeah. Well, we've been making music as a band, as DAMIAN, since 2012. So it's been quite a while.
Wow.
And more in the Christian indie scene. And we grew up playing in church, and we still do to this day. We lead worship in our local home church. And that's kind of the start that we got with music. We grew up in a household where music was very prevalent. Our dad himself is a singer-songwriter, and he's in a gospel vocal group with his brothers.
Nice.
And so some of our earliest memories, and we have video and pictures of it, we're on our dad's lap in the studio, in the home studio with headphones on, like playing on the piano while, he let us just jam out. And so we got those early beginnings. And from there we grew up playing in church, and then we got to a point where we're like, man, we want to start writing our own music. And that led us to here. We spent some time in Nashville, as you do, especially with the Christian music industry. And here we are today. We're so grateful to be here.
So honored.
What a journey.
Yeah,
that's
that's
so awesome.
interesting.
The history with music in your family and all of that. So very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah,
a
to
great
keep it
way.
short.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say to keep it short. It's kind of the very summarized
Right.
version.
Yeah.
Exactly. But since you guys are newer to us and to our audience, we thought it would be fun if we did a little rapid fire questions to get to know all three of you. So we're just going to shoot you some rapid fire questions and just let's rip this off.
Let's go.
All right. So the first one I have, because I feel like this is a very telling thing. Are you guys early birds or night owls?
Night owls.
All three. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah,
A little bit
we
of
can
both.
be morning.
Well, yeah, we could be
guys.
both. We're flexible.
Uh-huh. But definitely lean more into the night. Okay.
I think if you grew up doing music in church, but then you're a band, you have to be able to develop both sides.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. That's so true.
All right.
It's true.
I'm going to ask something that I think I know is true, but I just want to make sure before I don't want to sound crazy. But I mean, you all three are brothers, right?
Yeah.
We are.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Which one of you is the best cook?
Oh.
That's me for sure.
Brendan's claiming it.
I think them two might argue about that one, but
Yeah, I don't know. That's a toss-up. It depends also what meal.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
What is like the signature meal? What do you somebody's like, prove that you can cook? What are you cooking?
I mean, can I get a breakfast?
He'll throw down for the breakfast.
Nice.
Brendan. He's but then when it comes to like a dinner, I can do a pretty good pasta alle olio, which is an
Ooh.
Italian, very simple pasta, but it's one of my signature dishes.
Are you guys Italian? Like, is your family heritage Italian at all?
That's a great question. Pretty close. We're Romanian.
Oh,
So,
that's sick. I like that. That's so
Yeah.
cool. Do you have any Romanian dishes that you make still at home?
Ooh,
We
our
haven't
mom does.
Yeah.
Some of our
Nice.
favorite dishes are Romanian dishes that our mom makes.
Wow.
But,
we don't necessarily know how to make them. She's written like recipe books
Oh yeah.
for us to have, to make on our own, but I don't know. It's hard. We don't have our mom's touch.
yeah, you need that touch.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. All right, and then a classic question for me: beach or mountains? Where are you going for vacation?
Man,
the mountains are nice
Yeah.
these days too.
well, we're from the Pacific Northwest, so obviously mountains and beach are readily
true.
available. And so we have a really strong love for Southern California and the beaches there. We spent a lot of time there. So
You know what? I'm gonna go beach though.
Yeah.
If I have to choose one.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to go just to change it up, mountains, so that we can be there, for everyone.
Okay, last one from me.
Yeah.
Which one of you is the most athletic? Did anybody have success with sports?
We all loved sports.
Yeah,
I love sports. Yeah.
I think so. As much as we're, because we are a music first when it comes to, obviously, it's Jesus, our family, music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But after that, sports are pretty strong in our family as far as like even following sports. We're just avid sports fans. But when it comes to like most athletic, I would say Brendan is pretty, yeah.
But all of us.
Andrew
pull through.
too.
All of us pull through, yeah.
Yeah.
But we love it. It's something we bond over. It's cool.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
Like staying
particular
active.
favorite sports?
Yeah,
like football,
we need to know what you
baseball,
follow, who your teams
basketball.
are.
Yeah.
Okay. We're huge Ducks fans. I don't know if we could say
Solid.
it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We're going to say it.
I mean, we know you got, Ohio
Oh,
State
Hudson
guys
is not a
sucks, too.
Buckeye fan.
No, yeah.
I am the most massive Buckeye fan ever, but
My-
Hudson hates the Buckeyes, so he'll join you.
My favorite college team is whoever is playing the Buckeyes.
Good for you, Hudson. We're on the same. Yeah, we're massive Oregon Duck fans.
Yeah.
We were actually at our first home playoff game this last season, the first one that we held at Autzen Stadium.
Versus James
Yes,
Madison.
you
Nice.
guys played James
Yeah.
Madison. That's so cool.
It was freezing outside that day.
Oh.
Over here.
So worth it.
But it was so worth it. The kind that you felt in your bones.
Yeah.
But then we grew up, we're massive basketball fans. Obviously, the Portland Trailblazers over here.
Yes.
They've had kind of a rocky last couple seasons, but, working our way up.
Yeah. Mid 2000s. early to
And
mid 2000
yeah.
teams were.
And then we
It's
love
fun to watch.
soccer.
Yeah, we love soccer, the Europeans in us. And so, especially Italian soccer specifically, we're just huge. Yeah, like I like AC Milan a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then for the English Premier League, I'm an Arsenal fan, and that's because I got to go see them live and kind of turn me into a fan that way. And then we grew up playing golf with our dad. That's his favorite sport, and we watch it. But we
Shout out to our dad.
Yeah, shout out to our dad. He, some boys grow up fishing and hunting with their dad, and we grew up playing golf with ours. So
I
Which is
love
funny
that.
because you look like you would have grown up fishing and hunting.
Yeah, you guys got the flannels going,
Yeah.
and like it's
I know.
very,
especially with the Pacific Northwest, you're right. You
Yeah.
think that
lots
that's
of
what we
good
grew up
fishing
with.
areas.
Yeah, I know.
You do fish too, though.
But we still do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, got you. Man, I love doing the rapid fire. We learn so much.
It's true.
Yeah.
But before we let you guys go, we do have to talk about Hurricane Song. Tell us a little bit about the story behind that song now that we're playing it here on Radio U. We'd love to hear more about it.
Yeah, so it came from a real place of being in a hurricane, actually.
Wow.
Trapped in the middle of one. We were in
We just moved our parents down to Florida a few years back, and so Brendan and I got to southern Florida
the night before.
the night before. It was the evening before. We had like no experience. We never experienced a hurricane, so we like got out the truck, automatically like looked up a YouTube video on like how to install shutters on the windows and stuff, and so we did that, and then we unpacked everything, got the piano. Literally, our home was empty, and there was just a piano on a stand, and Brendan hopped onto it. There was an air mattress and a piano on a stand. He hopped onto it and started.
And then over like poor Wi-Fi reception, we spoke and we got together to write the lyrics in real time as it was happening.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Nice. So we don't call it Hurricane Song for nothing.
No, truly inspired by a hurricane.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Especially coming from the Pacific Northwest, we never experienced them, and I, to be honest, still haven't to the full effect like these two.
Yeah.
But praise the Lord, we were.
That song helped us through it, so I know we thought, why not put it out in the world?
Yeah.
Put it
Nice.
to music and be something that can help others. Bring them hope.
Yes, whether they've experienced an actual physical hurricane or not. All right. I figured that maybe, but I didn't realize it was written during an actual hurricane. So
yeah, that adds to the lore. I love it.
It definitely does. Well, we love the new song.
We wanted that wanted that in the lyrics. We wanted the lyrics to, it's about a hurricane, but we wanted it to sonically sound like positive and beachy and sunshine and all that.
Yeah.
That's actually true. Why did I think it is
gives
so
off
like
that vibe.
it is? Yeah, it definitely is. I remember thinking it's so chill.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Yeah. So
And some
the
people-
juxtaposition is really great.
Some people that voted for it in the Battle of the Buzz commented on that as well. They were like, "This is so cool. Like the vibe is so cool and chill." So they love it. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
There's hope in the hurricane.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that. The great
100%.
statement. Thanks for listening to the Radio U Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.